This is the award-winning Lee Pitts Live.
Brought to you by the North Law Firm. For car accidents and negligent security cases, call Joe at 239-337-1191. By Crime Stoppers of Southwest Florida. Report crimes and get paid with nobody knowing your identity. 1-800-700-TIPS. And by Lee Health. Welcome back, Southwest Florida. We're so thrilled to get the good doctor in here. Whenever he graces our set, our ratings go up. Dr. Robert King of TRYP. He's a fleet builder for TRYP rides, and just thrilled to get him here. Let's block you in, Doc.
Yes.
You know, you've become more of a local legend, and now you've gone on to continue to expand on the empire that you are so adept at building. Before we get into TRYP rides, let's make sure we mention the fact that Harmony Homes is just arriving and doing well.
Yeah, Harmony Homes is my flagship, you know, one of my first revenue streams here in Lehigh Acres, Florida. And it's doing very well. I was excited today when I stopped by, met with some of the residents, and so Harmony Homes is doing very well.
You took Harmony Homes and the information that you learned from Harmony Homes, you start to share that in your university now. Let's plug that.
Bingo. Yeah, Assisted Living University. It's actually now we've transformed since the last time I've been with you. It was just a meeting where we got together and people came from all over the world, and I taught them for 5 days, but it was such a great pull on the knowledge, I had to create an online course. So now I have an online course so people can go and learn how to open, own, and operate their very own residential assisted living facility. And we just finished a meeting because we do it online, and then they get 2 free tickets to the live event. And so we had a guy at our last event last month that came all the way from from Switzerland.
And most of I think your university thing takes place in Orlando, I think it is?
Yeah, we're central in Orlando. It's Central Florida, so that's where we are.
All right, one question before we get out of there. How can people get more information on the training that you give through your university to help people turn their a residential home into an assisted living? Is there a website, anything they can go to?
Yeah, they can just go to www.alfownership.com.
Did I take care of you?
You took care of
me.
me.
I always take care of Robert.
Yeah, I always take care
All
of
right, now, Dr. King, when you were explaining this to me, I was just so excited about it because it seems to be the future, and you guys are getting in on the cutting edge with TRYP rides. In a nutshell, what is TRYP rides?
TRYP rides is the newest RIDESHARE company where people can literally use their app and actually hail a ride to come take them somewhere. Everybody's familiar with the Uber and the Lyfts out there, and those are the big boys, and we're glad they paved the way. But now we've decided to build our company a little bit different business model, and so TRYP Rides is about to come in and disrupt the disruptors. Multi-billion-dollar
operation in terms of people riding all around the United States and abroad.
Absolutely. The rideshare industry now is literally taking over the transportation industry. You
really?
know? Yeah, last year, new car registrations were down 17% in America. The millennials are not buying cars. They're just hitting their app and cars are showing up. And so we're poised to tell them we want a piece of that market share.
Why is that so attractive to people? Convenience, pricing?
Convenience and pricing. Convenience is very important because not everybody want to drive anymore if they don't have to. You know, instead of calling a friend, they can just hit the app and a car will show up. So convenience is very important. And of course, pricing is a lot less expensive to do a ride share than actually own a car and pay for the payments and the insurance. So people are looking at things differently.
What would make TRYP rides different?
Well, what makes us different is twofold. Number one, we're putting the drivers back in the driver's seat. The biggest issue that the rideshare industry is having now is that they're not really taking care of their drivers. They focus more on the riders. And so what we're doing at TRYP Rides is that we're focusing on the drivers. We feel that if the drivers are happy, then the riders are going to be happy. So we're showing ourselves to be different by focusing on them. We built our whole business models around giving the driver not just something to do part-time, but a career if they're going to be in this profession of driving. And the best way to do that is you got to compensate them well. So our compensation package is completely different.
And people are listening to you right now and say, hey, I want to consider driving for TRYP Rides. What do they need to do at this point? We got your website appearing on the screen.
At this point, we're actually looking for about 100,000 drivers.
That's
all
jobs.
Yeah, that's an employment. That's absolutely. We give them an opportunity to get into this transportation industry, and so they can go to the website www.whytriprides.com, and there they can go through the process of filling out some information. And another thing that we do for this, that we have the human touch. Somebody's going to actually call them and find out what particular plan do they want. Unlike other rideshare companies, it's all done automatic online, and that's okay. But at one point, people need to talk to somebody. So we pride ourselves on making sure that we pick a plan just best for you, because you may not want to drive full time.
That's what I was going to ask you, though, King. But can you make a full-time living as a driver?
Oh, absolutely. You can drive full time and make a very good living, especially when you're with a company that's not taking 40 to 60% of your fares. And that's what makes us the difference, is that we're not taking that 40, 60%. Our drivers are getting 100% of the fare, the wait time, the cancellation fee, and the whole 9 yards. And how they do that is that we give them a minimum monthly payment to get access to our app. So we basically putting them in business for themselves.
And just as a sidebar, if somebody is driving for one of the other ride companies, can they be employed with both?
Absolutely.
Really?
In fact, we encourage it. Oftentimes, you'll see people in their car, they have the Uber and the Lyft tags because
Okay.
they're driving for both. And the reason why, because they can't make enough money for either one. So they're driving for both. So we encourage them to give us a shot. Get into our system, put our app in, and start driving, and see which one makes you the most money. And we encourage them to do that.
We're going to look at a little video talking more about TRYP and how it's tapping into the industry. Summarize a little quick before we throw it to it.
Yeah, it's just a promo video. It's about a minute or so. Just shows you what the company's about, introduces you to the rideshare industry in case you're not aware, but also shows you what makes us different than other rideshare companies. I think it's very informational.
Let's take a look.
Did you know that technology changes every 18 months? The world we live in will completely change over the next decade at even a faster pace. But it's times like these that new ideas can bring us new opportunity to a crossroads where pause or moving forward with bold new initiatives of disrupting the disruptors can happen. Now, imagine a world where a true sharing economy can exist. Imagine something bigger than a company, where anyone and everyone can benefit by simply doing the things we already do. This is TRYP, a new revolutionary rideshare technology app packed with incentives for the drivers and the riders to have the ultimate peer-to-peer experience to build the future together. TRYP Rides will turn the rideshare industry upside down. Imagine being able to get a ride to anywhere and pay the lowest price possible for the ride. Imagine being able to earn rewards for every user you refer to the app and continue to be rewarded every time they use it. Now imagine being able to participate in a bold and disruptive movement, being part of building a global branded rideshare company that will change the industry. How about having the freedom to drive with TRYP on your own time and getting paid 100% of the fare every time? That's right. TRYP Rides is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity with the goal of reaching around the globe, empowering entrepreneurs to build their own business using TRYP OS platform. You too can be part of this new movement and be one of the first to capitalize on this new exciting opportunity and change your life forever. Help us shape the future and enjoy the wealth that will be created for you and your family. TRYP Rides, the way true sharing economy should be. Together, we are unstoppable.
And man, looking at that video, man, it looks like, hey, TRYP is here to be a player in this game. And I want you to repeat this again, because I think I heard you say you're looking to fill 100,000 jobs.
Yeah. My task over the next 48 months throughout the United States is 100,000 riders. So I'm everywhere.
100,000 drivers?
100,000 drivers, yeah.
Whoa.
I'm everywhere. I'm in Texas and in Atlanta. I'm going everywhere, and that's why coming on here was important, because it gets more exposure.
How does it make you feel personally to know that you're part of this cutting edge, because you're part of the founding structure?
Yeah.
Go ahead and expound.
Yeah, I'm one of the founding members. When you first, I got involved as an investment. Somebody asked me to come to an investment meeting, and I was looking at the company just as an investment. I was going to invest because right now they're in what they call round one, so you can buy shares very inexpensively. So that's how I got involved. But then I started looking at the actual business model, and I said, wow, I can make an investment, yeah, and when we go public, make a good living, but also I can build something that's residual. Because the rideshare industry is going to be going on forever. So right now I'm talking about building something for my family, not just for me, but the people who come behind me, and that's what this thing does.
When are you scheduled to launch?
We're scheduled to launch this month in 4 states, in Florida and Georgia, Louisiana, and Arizona. And I love the fact that we're taking it a little bit at a time because we want to bite off more than we can chew. So we're going to launch small first so we can get all the bugs out. But we're licensed now and bonded in all 50 states right now, but we're going to bring it out slowly.
That's outstanding to know, man. Well, we in Southwest Florida, we know we're not going to be able to hold you here. You've already taken off, but we still want to claim you as our native son.
Oh, yeah.
We remember you as a guy on the streets who had the big smile and shaking hands and looked like Steve Harvey. Now you've gone out and made all of us proud, and you're coming back on the show and outdressing the host of the show.
I mean, this is Lehigh, man. This is my first introduction to the Florida, and I moved here in 2007. And, you know, I'm always going to come back to Lehigh.
All right, man. All right, let's bump you out. As the saying goes on this particular show, for those who say it can't be done, they're usually interrupted by those like Dr. Robert King and all the fine people who are associated with TRYP rides, who are doing it and really doing it well. We'll see you next week on Lee Pitts Live.
Lee Pitts Live is a Lee Pitts Enterprise production.
Hello, everybody. This is Lee Pitts, the host of the award-winning Lee Pitts Live here on Fox 4. We appreciate you watching our show here on our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel, clicking below. Let everybody else know that they can subscribe as well. Also, when we're on the air on Fox 4, you can also catch us streaming live at 8:30 a.m. in the morning on fox4now.com. Just click on live and you get us all types of ways at your convenience. That's Lee Pitts Live.